I will be honest, with our last trip to New York City, I was very nervous about taking our Onewheel, but after having done my research, I was able to learn how to pack and to transport my Onewheel on an airplane, and I will share with you my experiences. Can't promise you that this will work every time and for everyone, but it worked for me. So, first off, packing your Onewheel. The Onewheel is a very strangely shaped device and it's very heavy, so options like a duffel bag where you carry it with your arm would be very difficult for long distances. Luckily, I had this bag here. It's a backpacking pack. Got it off of Amazon. It's by Teton Sports. It's their smallest bag. It's called the Scout something. And it's the Scout 3400. It's their smallest pack at around 55 gallons. They measure packs by how many gallons or the volume it can carry. And this is one of 4 packs that our family owns, and it was the only one where the Onewheel would fit. And I actually had to take off the one. There I'm just showing you the paperwork that you'll need to get through TSA, the security. It just explains to them about the battery and how this is not a hoverboard. I'll have a link in the description for you to check that out. At the bottom of the pack, there's a separate compartment for you to store your sleeping bag. You need to make sure that that compartment is unzipped and open so that the Onewheel can slide all the way down to the very bottom of the pack or it won't fit. And then once you put your Onewheel inside, I'd recommend putting it so that the grip tape is facing towards your back. That way the bottom of the Onewheel is facing away from you, and so that it won't damage your helmet or your wrist guards or whatever safety gear you can put in there. Here I'm putting in a large helmet. I wear a large, and I'm just showing you that you can put a large helmet down here in this backpack compartment in this bag. It fits nicely, very nicely. I was very, very happy with this. These are some extra straps for support. And so this bag worked out perfectly. I was very, very happy. You have these nice big side compartments. One of the side compartments can fit your charger, which I'll put in here. And like I said, this is a bag that we already had. The other bags were too small. This one barely fit the Onewheel, and that's having to take off the fender. The Teton brand makes 2 larger bags, very, very affordable. The Explorer 4000 series, which fits 10 more liters than this Scout 3400 bag. And then there's a Fox 5200 bag, which is a very large bag, which will carry 75 liters. You can see me struggle here to put the controller or the charging block in. And trust me, it's not that hard if you use 2 hands. It's just doing it one-handed is quite the feat. And so that's why it looks like it's more of a struggle than it actually would be if you had 2 hands. But the nice thing about this bag is it's designed to carry the heavy weight of the Onewheel, and because it has an internal frame, the frame keeps the awkward shape from affecting your back. So carrying this pack with the Onewheel in it is actually not too uncomfortable. There you've got, I'm showing some places where you can put a selfie stick if you wanted. There were some cup holders. You've got the backpack straps. You've got the waist straps. And the nice thing about this, as opposed to a regular backpack, is most of the weight will sit on your hips. If you're wearing it correctly, all the weight, most of the weight should sit on your hips, as opposed to on your shoulders. Down there I'm showing you there's a rain cover, so if you're caught in the rain, you can use that. But again, if you want to put the waist straps, the hip straps, nice and tight, because that's where most of the weight will go, and that'll help take the burden off your shoulders. Here I'm showing another opening up at the top of the pack, and in there I'll put my Mafia bag in there. And the reason why we brought the Mafia bag was in case we were to Onewheel over to a marketplace, let's say Chelsea Marketplace, or to Times Square, and then I wanted to walk around with my Onewheel instead of carrying it, I'd have this Mafia bag that I'd be able to carry with me instead of this big backpacking pack. I didn't want to carry that backpacking pack all the time, so instead I'd have the Mafia bag as kind of a smaller, more lightweight and more nimble bag to use. So this is it's a very highly rated bag by Teton Sports. You can find it on Amazon. I've used it on multiple backpacking trips and I've been very pleased. It's very, very affordable. I should be able to get it for under 70 bucks. And you know, you could consider getting a larger bag, the Explorer 4000 or the Fox 5200, and see if you can't fit your Onewheel in there with the fender. There I'm just showing how it compares to our carry-on luggage. It is longer. Here I'm showing how it sits on your back and how you walk with it. So it fits nicely. You know, one trick to get it, once you get through TSA security and you get to the gate, you know, some people may give you a hard time saying it's too big, it's bigger than a check-in. One of the tips I did was I undid the hip strap and I loosened the shoulder straps just to make the bag sink down past my butt, and it gave it a lower profile, and I was able to get it on the plane. Here I'm just showing how they're taking, some people have packed boxes, and so, you know, that could be another option if you wanted to take your Onewheel on an airline and you wanted to check it in. You can just stick it in a box. Here at Ellis Island, where all the immigrants came through to America, when we toured the museum, I was looking at all these boxes and all the pictures and how all the immigrants had boxes that could fit the Onewheel. There we are, having gone through security. And so we were very pleased. Southwest gave us no hassles. They were super helpful, and we had a great time with the Onewheel. This is me on the Onewheel in Times Square. And so I'll make a more in-depth video about Times Square and other places to ride in New York City. So hopefully this is helpful. Please like and subscribe. That's what keeps this channel going. And we will see you in the next video.